Hey YouTube, I just want to say a thank you to the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and look around at the videos. Maybe you'll see something there of interest. So yeah, thanks guys. This is going to be a quick product review of this framing nailer. It is from Canadian Tire, you know, the equivalent of Arbor Freight in the States. So it is the product number. I'll just read that out for you if you can't see it. It's 058-8434-4. So yeah. What can I say about this? There's not much to say. It is a framing nailer, so it's not going to be a long video, obviously. But what have I used this for? I've used it for some framing. I've built a fence, 400 or so foot fence, 2 decks, sheathing, and a few trusses. So, you know, and that's basically what you're going to be using a framing nailer for. I've put, you know, it's good for anything, putting anything together. I mean, I'm just trying to come up with some examples what I've used it for. Above ground garden, a little storage plate stuff, you know, spot for my extra where I don't have room for storage. So, you know, it's, what else did I build with this thing? Anyway, don't matter. I've used it quite a bit. I've had it a few years, and is it the best product out there? No, far from it. You know, I don't do this for a living. I don't build houses. I don't, you know, I'm not going around. I'm not a carpenter for, you know, but for a DIY like myself, you know, or as I likes to think of myself, you know, aspiring DIY. I try to do things myself, and I didn't need to go out and buy a DeWalt nailer because it would just be a waste of money for me. So I went and got this. This was on sale, so I picked it up. I marked down 95 psi works best for me because of the trigger depth setting here. It's not reliable. And you'll find with Mastercraft, you'll see that with their nailers, or you know, their depth gauge is not the best. So all I did was, you know, I tuned it into what I wanted, and I with the compressor instead of the depth gauge, and I, you know, found that 95 psi for what I was putting together, it worked great. You know, it didn't just drive the nail halfway through the wood. It countersunk it the way you should. So you might want to do that as well. Set it with the compressor rather than the depth gauge. So what else? The 34-degree nails, never had a problem. Like I say, I've used quite a few of them. Never had a problem. I've never had a jam with this, you know, with this thing. So what else? Yeah, I got a 4-gallon compressor. It keeps up no problem whatsoever because, like, again, I'll just say I'm not a professional, so I don't, you know, I'm not on a crew where one guy is laying down the 2x4s and I'm just walking behind them and bam, 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 and, you know, constantly moving and nailing while the guy is throwing up some sheathing, and, you know, so for me, a 4-gallon compressor, it has no problems keeping up, because I mean, by the time you shoot off the nails that you're shooting, the compressor cuts in, you're stopped anyway to go, and, you know, you're working by yourself or just you and your, you know, helper. you're going to get more 2x4s. You're going to get some more sheathing. You're going to get, you know, something to put together, some braces, or you're going to cut stuff up. So it has no problems with that. You know, if you want to read the right, but yeah. So it does come with, you know, automatic and manual. I use the manual. If you're doing siding, you may want to tape this the end up here, the bumper. It does mark, but I mean, you're the judge of that. If you're putting siding, yeah, you might want to tape it up. Anything else, who cares about marking it up, because it's going to be either covered with shingles or you're going to be who cares, right? And for what I use it for, I didn't care about it being marked up. That's about it. If you're thinking about, you know, getting this nailer and it's on sale, go ahead. If I had any problems whatsoever, I'd tell you it's not worth, you know, buying. But for someone like myself, don't use it every day, it never gave me a problem. I've done fences, like I said, so fences and decks, and no problems. That's about it for the review. If you have any comments, questions, you can ask me and I'll tell you if I'm missing something here. But like I said, it is a nailer, so it's not something complicated or anything, you know, to give a review on. But yet I felt that giving a review could help somebody, because they might be looking at this thing and you know, I'm going to build a deck, and I don't want to go spending a lot of money. Is it just worth it, or should I go with something else? I'm telling you, you shouldn't have a problem. All right. Thanks, guys. Hopefully this helps you out if you're thinking about this product. I'm not sponsored in any way or anything like that. I try to give an honest review, what works for me. You know, if I put, you know, 100 hours on this and you put 1,000 and you want to call me a liar, but you know, common sense is supposed to prevail in the end of the day. I mean, if you buy this product and you're a professional you know, carpenter, and you're building sheds for people and you're building houses, I mean, you're not going to buy this product. So don't blame me. But if you're a DIY guy, I don't think you have a problem. Thanks, guys. Stay safe, and see you next time.